Good evening, my beautiful friends. Thank you for joining me in this transformational wisdom and mindful guided meditation session. I want to express my sincere thanks to each one of you for your ongoing love, enthusiasm, and support with the work that we are doing to bring positivity in the lives of people and to help them transform. Let's take a moment and think about this. This year of 2020, is it going to be the year of anxiety or inner awakening for you and your family? According to the most recent US Bureau report, 1/3 of the Americans are showing signs of depression and anxiety as a result of this COVID-19 and its effects of isolation, job loss, disease, and death. So some people became deeply affected with today's challenging situations, and some people took this opportunity to become more alert and awakened. So today, I want you all to ask your own self, which category do you belong to? You decide how the remaining of 2020 is going to be for you and your family. What practices we have in place and how we utilize our time will determine whether we will stay anxious or we will be awakened. It's a choice that you and I have. So the purpose of my weekly Monday sessions is to help you become aware of the right choices and to awaken you. So today I'm going to share with you 3 powerful steps how we can rise above the current situation to create a world that is beautiful, it's vibrant, and it's strong. So the first step that I want to share with you is do not get consumed in the negative things that are happening around you. Instead, consume yourself completely in everything that's happening positive in your particular life. So by shifting your focus to all the gifts that you have and all the blessings that you have been showered with, it'll give you the power to deal with the negative conditions and not be affected by it. Many times we all get so consumed with the negative energy that is all what goes in our mind. It's all bad, it's all negative. So to focus on positive things is not an automatic stuff, because our mind defaults to the negative way of thinking. That is the attitude of our mind. So we must customize our life to awaken ourselves, to become more alert. We must become cautious, conscious, and more mindful in our day-to-day life. So the very first step is consume yourself in the positive energy and use that positive energy, that positive power to deal with everything that's happening negative in this world. Now the second thing that I want to share with you is become perfect in your doing and also in your being. Friends, we all want to become perfect with everything, things at work, at home, everywhere. And it's a beautiful habit to be perfect in order to grow and succeed. Even I myself am very perfectionist. But think about this. As we are becoming perfect in our doings, what's happening inside us? Today we are able to accomplish everything perfect, sometimes way before our target deadlines, but check to see what kind of energy is vibrating from our inside 24/7. Today we are able to achieve so much more than we anticipated, but inside we are feeling little tired, we're sad, we're fearful, we're filled with worries, and we're living life with the lowest level of vibrations, lowest energy. So when we ask people to invest little time in strengthening your mind to become perfect from inside, people tend to say that we are busy, we have no time. Mind you that this world, the outer conditions of today's world will make you anxious if you do not take the time and make the effort to involve in mindfulness practices. The outer will become so strong that it will start to dictate how one should live life. So the second step that I'm sharing with you is to not just be perfect in your doing, but also be perfect in your being. Because when you take the time, when you invest your time into these mindfulness practices, then you become perfect from inside. That's when your outer doings become perfect and your inner also become perfect. And that's when this perfection in your inside not only helps you to prevent from becoming affected by the outer challenges of life, but this power actually dictates your outer conditions in life. And the last, third step that I want to share with you is practice. Whatever we practice in our life, we become very, very, very good at it. Once someone asked a question to Tiger Woods, what is your secret behind being number one in the field of golf? And Tiger Woods said, practice, practice, practice. So if you want to practice the game of basketball for a longer period of time, you may not become Michael Jordan, but one thing is for sure, that you will become very, very, very good at the game of basketball. But if you procrastinate, if you keep postponing investing time into strengthening your mind through spiritual practices, through mindful practices of yoga and meditation, then the outer world will make you anxious. You will be living life at the mercy of outer situations. So, let's make sure that we do the right things to make our inner so perfect, so that we can create a life of joy, exuberant health, and healing energy. So, in conclusion, my message for you is this today, that the three things, the three elements that help you change, that help you to transform are: one is consume yourself in positive energy and use that positive power to deal with what this world throws at you in terms of negative, challenging situations. 2, become perfect in your doings and also in your being. 3, practice mindfulness, practice yoga, meditation, and higher techniques to become perfect inside, to enhance your mental and emotional capabilities so that you can rise above the unpredictabilities of life. Rishi Patanjali, who invented yoga 5,000 years ago, he writes a very amazing, powerful suggestion in his 37th Yoga Sutra in Yoga Darshan, and it's in Sanskrit. He says, Veed Rag Vishyam Va Chitam. What that means is that if you want to achieve perfection in your doing and in your being, then you must do one thing. You must stay connected with people who are also walking in the path of inner awakening, in the path of positivity. And when you do that, when you are connected with like-minded souls, then their energy will start to flow through you And with that energy, you will be able to create the life that you desire. So that's exactly what we want to accomplish through our weekly meditative sessions, to create a strong connection, to increase the circles of positivity, so that positivity, joy, peace and vibrant healing energy should flow through you to your homes, to your loved ones, and also to the entire humanity. So let's practice meditation. Find yourself a place where you cannot be disturbed for next 10 minutes. Let's sit back alert with our backs straight. Drop your shoulders, eyes closed, our hands relaxed, and our breathing normal. Let's disconnect with everything outside and bring ourselves in the present moment. Bring your awareness on breathing, letting go of all the tensions and relaxing ourselves with every breath. Take gentle and deep breaths in and out. With every inhale, I relax myself and I fill myself with peace and calm. With every exhale, I let go all the tensions in my body and mind. Let go of all the thoughts of your to-do lists, the plan of the day. Sit comfortably physically and also sit comfortably behind the eyes. Now imagine a scene on the screen of your mind. The scene is of a marathon where people are running long miles. There are some who are going ahead and there are some who are lagging behind, but you are just watching. In that marathon, you spot your best friend also running that marathon. You feel so happy to see your best friend running that prestigious marathon. But all of a sudden, he trips and falls flat on the ground. Think about what would you do? What would be your course of action? Surely, you would rush towards your best friend, try to pick him up. How would you talk to him? What words would you use? I'm sure you would first try to help him get up, give him some water and heal his wounds. Your words will be full of encouragement, full of motivation and kindness. Chances are, with your help and care, he will get up and finish that marathon. Now, let's just reverse this scene again and watch a marathon in screen of your mind. Look at that scene, but now instead of a spectator, you are a participant. You are one of those who are running that marathon. It is you who has tripped and fell flat on the ground. Ask yourself, what could be your course of action now? What would be your words, the thoughts you will speak to yourself? Would you immediately pick yourself up? How would you speak to yourself? Take a pause and just notice your course of action and your words that you had towards your friend when he fell. And now your action and your words towards your own self when you fell flat on the ground. Is there a difference? Many times while running this long marathon of life, we trip and we fall. Many times we are not able to achieve what we desired. How do we treat ourselves? Do we treat ourselves as we would treat our best friend? Is it the same motivational advice we give to our own self that we had for our friend? What is it? From today on, just check every day. How do you talk to your own self? What are the words you use for yourself? Are they encouraging? Do they motivate you? Or do they just remind you of your mistakes or failures? Falling does not mean failure. Pausing does not mean quitting. Let's give this piece of advice to our own self today. Is there an area of my life where I need to pull myself up? Maybe it's time to pause, to rest, time to heal the self, re-energize and then move forward. Tell yourself that I am not alone. I am now connected to the power of my inner self. I am now connected to the source of all healing, source of all knowing, source of all existence. With this power, I can heal myself. I can energize myself. I can empower myself and finish the marathon of this life as a winner. So just practice it today, again and again. Be your best friend. Talk to yourself gently with love and positivity. Practice it today and see what happens. Trust me, you will be transformed. Your relationship will become beautiful with your own self and others. And you will create the destiny that you desire for yourself. Take a nice long deep breath and chant with me Om 3 times. Let's take our first breath. Deep breath again. Deep breath. One last time. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Stay in this position by keeping your eyes closed. Rub your palms. We are about to do self-Reiki on our own self. Keep rubbing your palms. Feel the warmth, the healing energy in your palms. And now slowly take these healing palms and place them on your eyes. May I always feel calm. Take a moment and witness the calming energy that you've been able to create with this practice for your own self. Witness it, feel it. And now take these healing palms, place them on both sides of your head. May I always think positive. May I always think right. Because when I think right, right things start to happen in my life. And now take these healing palms and just rub it all over your body, especially the areas that you need more strength, more energy. And then slowly come back to your prayerful hands position. And now start opening up your eyes softly and open up your palms and say, yes, I can. Repeat after me. Yes, I can surf through the unpredictabilities of life without being affected by them. Yes, I can. And then just bow down and thank God for giving us the wisdom to invest our time into this powerful practice and transformational knowledge. And just relax. Friends, this concludes our today's session of transformational wisdom and guided meditation. I really enjoyed being with you all and hope that you enjoyed being with me as well. Please carry these thoughts of awareness with you every day in your daily interactions. And do write me a line. How was your experience in the comment section so that you can inspire others through your experience. So with that, I look forward to seeing you next Monday at 7:30. Till then, stay safe and thank you. Namaste.